decided to buy an old motorcycle for his daily shopping. Incredible, isn't it? However, it's true. This French footballer uses an Intel P12, a phone that even very small children in the village refuse to use. It is called N'Golo Kante. This humble and discreet player never wants us to film it. It even looks like he's afraid of the camera, but that is not the case. It is simply his humility. Often he looks at his teammates playing as if they did not know how to play football. You are surely wondering, is it really a footballer paid with a salary? Since his birth, he has only celebrated his birthday once, and the reason will shock you. N'Golo Kante keeps just enough money to pay for her coffee and rent. The rest, he spends it to help the poor and support his community. This guy is not just a footballer, he is a hero. He deserves to be crowned like the most humble footballer of all time. Wherever he goes, he leaves an unforgettable trace of...
Hello my people, N'Golo Kante is the most humble footballer in the world, as well as in Africa, you know. You cannot believe that this guy was not born in Africa. He was born in Paris, I guess in 1991. You can't believe, because some people think that he was born in Africa. You know, that's why he's so reserved, so humble. He doesn't have any trouble, any issue with anybody. He doesn't even talk. You can count the number of times this guy has spoken. And with the caliber of player he still is, because he's still playing, you know what I mean? Even though he's not playing in Europe at the moment, but he's still active playing. But you cannot hear anything that comes out from his mouth because he doesn't have time. Recently, his pictures keep trending on social media because he visited Africa, I believe Mali. I think this is where his parents came from. But some people even, I read a little bit of these stories. People say they thought that he was born in Africa. They show he was growing up in Mali, stuff like that. But no, he was born in Paris, you know what I mean? He didn't even play for Africa, he played for France. But this guy, you know, he still believes like he's from Africa. Not that he believes he's from Africa, because that's where his parents came from. And he visited there, and there's a lot of stuff going on there now. Instead, I read that he want to build hospitals, you know, want to build houses for his relatives there. And they even got married. If the picture that you see in the screen is true, you see the wife, how humble they are. You know what I mean? This guy is too humble. You cannot get African player that will be humble like this guy. He is so humble, because we have seen a lot of African players, once they make money, you know, playing, you know, they start, you know, you cannot see any sign of Kante in them, N'Golo in them. There's no N'Golo in them. They will become so prideful, so arrogant, you know what I mean? But this N'Golo Kante is in another level. He is so good, you know. He is this somebody that, you know, because he doesn't talk, people might think that, you know, this guy might be awkward person, you know what I mean? That he's an awkward individual. No, he's not an awkward individual. He's just that not everybody that talks a lot, you know. He doesn't talk, but he's not a bad person. He's so good. And you can see it in his life, you know, he's domino. Even, you know, when he was playing with Chelsea, you know, the players were coming to training with big cars, but he was driving a Mini. And the other people are, you know, laughing at him. Why are you driving this kind of car? You have money. But for him, money is just like one of those stuff, like, you know, people have. If you're fortunate, you have it. It shouldn't make you so prideful and arrogant, like we see with some of our African players, you know what I mean? But this guy, he's not arrogant, he's still good, you know. You don't get people like this anymore, you know what I mean? And the people, other footballs, African football players should imitate him, you know. His demeanor, his way of life, even at his peak, He didn't even say, let me get married at my peak, So, like some of our players, when they come to Europe, before you know it, they marry from other group. But no, he didn't, He went back to Africa because he needed a traditional woman. And that's the only place you can get a traditional woman, not the one that will do you like Ibua of Asana. That, he started playing for Arsenal, making some money, and he tangled himself with, some with a lady that later, was not there for him. It was just to get what he can get from him, and the guy didn't know. But for N'Golo Kante to go to Africa and get married to African lady, traditional woman, there's not problem like that. This if even you see the picture and the lady is like him as well. They are all humble, and he has a humble beginning like Kante. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.